Hi
15.
everyone.
The 8-year-old boy was from 2016, meaning he's like,
Yoshi is looking at a Little Monsters tag, which is children committing pretty bad
he's
crimes,
like 10 or
apparently.
11 now. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Hi guys. Welcome back. It's been a while. Hey, look, it's Ellie. I get
No.
here to mess with your patience. I mean, what? Um. So, to anybody who watches this on YouTube, you won't really know, but to anyone else, that you know is here on Twitch, I have been away for a little bit. Secret 2 podcasts ago. I took a little bit of break from stream, having some personal issues that I don't really need to go into here. Um, but long story short, stream is taking up a lot of my personal time and was causing a lot of stress and crap like that on top of what I already have. And Yoshi just subbed. Thanks, Yoshi.
I saw us at 8 months and I was like,
UW.
hey, that was a while ago.
Yeah. Um, but I'm back now. That there will be some changes. I think the stream is going to be more laid back. I'm going to be streaming more whenever I want to, and not so much just because I feel like I have to. Aside from the nutbox, of course.
Mhm.
So we're gonna be. It's going to be a little more laid back for my own mental health purposes. Um, I still have to go see a doctor on some more issues coming up soon.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah. There's
You're
a
maybe dying, but like, let's work.
Well, it's not dying, but there's a little theory that I really hope isn't correct. But and it's not the narcolepsy theory.
Oh.
Yeah, I just spent my last week like working and doing nothing at home, basically. Just like cleaning up the house, crap like that. Nothing really exciting happened. Not much, anyways. I actually learned what our new location at work is going to be. I can't mention
cool.
where it's at yet due to disclosure reasons, but it is on the other side of the U.S. And I actually have seen pictures and stuff of it. And it looks pretty cool. So I'm kind of excited about that because the company's kind of growing a little quickly. But oh, I still have Netflix pulled up on my phone. I was watching Dexter.
Nice.
I love that show, man. But no, not a whole lot happened aside from just, the usual idiots at work. How's your week been, Yoshi?
It's been interesting.
Interesting.
Next week's gonna be great.
Why is
I had
that?
a school. This week I had a school concert
Oh yeah.
on Wednesday night, and then Tuesday and Wednesday were rehearsals, right? So I missed like some of my classes those days. And next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I have robotics competitions, meaning I'm missing all of school those days. So basically, 5 days I'm missing classes. So I'm fucked for a lot of classes.
Yeah.
But like the important classes like algebra and AP World, I didn't miss them the other 2 days. Only missing them these 3 days. Only 3 days I'm missing. And this week is quarterlies too, so that's
Not the
gonna be real
worst
fun.
though. Yeah, to anyone watching, I do apologize for being away for a while. I also apologize for the future if I don't stream as often as I used to. But I'll get it figured out. I'll keep you guys updated. But I guess we'll get into the first article. I need to pull Discord back up. Whoops.
We should just scroll through the Little Monsters tag and just like.
It's not the worst idea. Let's see here. Where am I?
Teacher calls cops to report that student
I'm on the wrong
5
thing.
again groped her in the vagina.
Okay.
It's a 5-year-old student, and it said again.
So, I guess the
Would you
first
have to-
thing.
Would you believe it's Florida?
Yes, I believe
And one of the
anything is
tags
Florida.
is vagina.
Oh my god. So, you guys know how Epic keeps, son of a bitch, why does The Verge, like, absolutely suck?
It's like, find a better website, Lamau.
Why is it darkened out? What the
Because
fuck?
of the ad, I think.
No,
The
because
big
even the
ad
ad is
thing that comes
darkened
up at the
out.
top. I don't know.
Ugh, fuck The Verge. They're such a shitty website. They're a shitty company to begin with. But, anyways, so you guys know how Epic's been basically buying out games. They're kind of contacting developers and saying, hey, you know that game you've been working on? And even working with other, platforms we're going to release it on. Well, we're going to give you a fuck ton of money to only release it on ours. So they've been doing that a lot lately, and it's making a lot of people mad.
Understandably, I mean,
What was one game that they recently... Outer Worlds is now only coming to the Epic launcher.
they're just trying to make a new Steam, which they're really not going to do.
Yeah. So,
Like, if you wanted to make a new Steam, you should have made it like years ago instead of now.
yeah. After they are super established.
Like, granted, they had some cool releases. Like, they gave out Jackbox Party Pack 1 for free, Subnautica, Slime Rancher,
Yeah.
Super Meat Boy. But,
But that's not going to go on forever.
yeah.
That's just to get people to come to the platform, or then they're going to...
Oh, yeah, easily. That's why
Yeah.
I downloaded it. Too. You know one thing about the Epic Launcher that I hate?
The spyware?
Automatically downloads Fortnite to your computer.
Does it?
Yeah, it automatically has Fortnite downloaded because they know that it's their biggest game. So it's like, just give it to everyone.
I didn't know about that. That means I have Fortnite downloaded, and I don't like that.
Oh, trust me, I deleted it instantly.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that.
I did everything.
Does it, like, make a icon on your desktop?
I think it did. I don't
Because
remember.
mine...
This was like
I don't have a Fortnite icon on my desktop. I promise you I would have noticed that.
This is like December that I got this, so I don't remember by now.
But, supposedly they're going to be moving away from that. They're claiming that they are, as they put it, I don't think we plan to do it forever. Said I expect that we're already seeing the ecosystem come to life from a sales and users perspective. Says we'll probably do it for a while. It's about pushing the business model and helping people thrive. Hopefully, people just come eventually, or the industry moves down to match us. But the answer is yes. We will at some point go to 0 or very, very few exclusives per year. Definitely not going to be doing it at the scale we're doing it now. I mean, that's good and bad. I mean, it's bad that they're still doing it. I don't like...
Granted, they're only on one exclusive this year, because like Subnautica and those games are not exclusive. They're just...
To be fair,
free.
I'm not super mad at Epic for it. I'm more mad at the publishers and developers that are taking the money and turning on their fans. Because, like, some of these games, like, they announce it for Steam. Like, they announce, this is coming to Steam, and then Epic goes, hey, no, take my money. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, hey guys, not coming to your platform anymore.
Yeah, I feel like if they said it's coming to Steam and then they do that, that's just a low blow. But if they never
Like
said they're
Metro.
going to another platform...
Well, in Outer Worlds, which supposedly is only coming to Epic now. I mean, in their trailers, they have the Steam logo.
Yeah, if they don't say they're going to any other platform, they just say that it's being released, then I guess it's fine.
But it's yeah. I don't entirely blame Epic for it, because, I mean, why not make a fuck ton of money by spending a fuck ton of money? But I don't think they're necessarily doing it to make a fuck ton of money. Their main goal is to get people to come to them and get Epic Launcher installed and using it actively. And then they'll calm down all this shit and start making actual money off of their users. They're trying to plan for the future. But I don't know. It's kind of shitty.
Topic. It's not going to be... It's just another fucking Little Monsters topic.
Well, I know that Biff... if you guys don't know who Biff is, Biff McSkylark, he's the one hosting the Mega May thing. He actually had posted a thing about Outer Worlds and said that he's not going to be getting it now because he doesn't want Epic on his computer.
Makes sense.
Well, a lot of people are saying that, and it doesn't have anything to do with Fortnite or anything like that. It has to do with all these people reporting that they're finding spyware and stuff like that in the application itself, and they don't want to have to deal with that. And I can't blame them. Well, personally, I just don't care. Like, I don't do anything on my computer that is worth spying on. It's still like,
get all them
I get it.
Porn down.
I know, right? Because the way I look at it, like, planting bugs in someone's computer is easy enough that your average user is going to have a few. I mean, if you use Google, you're basically using spyware because they sell your search results to people.
I mean, the IO bot thing, one of the things that it can come with is advanced system care, which can scan for spyware threats.
Yeah,
which is actually like helpful.
At the same time, it's not always that detectable.
Yeah, but like
the way I look at it, Just don't do anything illegal on your computer and you should be fine. It's like those people that are like, oh, the government's always watching us. Like, okay. Like, if they
Are you surprised?
like, if they are, okay. Like, are you murdering people? No, then you should be happy about this, because they're watching people that are murdering people.
Not wrong.
Like, it's that whole, if you're not doing anything wrong, you should have nothing to worry about scenario.
Costello here, we're not fighting each other as we normally do.
I know, right?
Well, no, we're just like, yeah, I agree. But with Costello here, be like, fuck everyone.
You'd be like, fuck you, your government spies. But
they don't exist. They're just spies sent by the government.
Like, I know it's not true, but he reminds me of something that my coworker does. Anytime like something is brought up, my coworker will like make a joke and like argue against it, even if he isn't actually against it. Just because it's funny, like he'll disagree with everything, just haha funny. I feel like Costello does that sometimes, but I know it's not true. I think Costello just likes disagreeing with me. No, we just have very different opinions on things, honestly. But no, it's like
I'm gonna watch Perks thing.
it's like whenever I worked for a certain pharmacy, whenever like corporate would come down, my managers would freak the fuck out, and so my coworkers would freak the fuck out. They're like, "Oh god, corporate's coming," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So like, what are you doing that you don't want corporate to see? Like, why are you freaking out? Like, are you doing your job? You should be fine. It's the same thing with the arcade I work at. Like, the managers aren't as bad about it here, but a lot of the employees are. They hear that, you know, someone from corporate's coming, like the VP or something, and they freak the fuck out. And I'm just like, you understand that they're people too. Like,
yeah.
Like, I literally have to work with these people. Like, trust me, they're just like you guys. They're just, you know, they just make a lot more money to do a lot less.
They just do normal stuff.
Yeah. They make more money to do less. That's the best way to sum it up. But I don't know. This Epic thing is just fucking dookie.
Currently watching Perk's draft thing that he's just started up.
Oh god.
It's just like a basic draft league thing, except it's for Let's Go.
Oh.
Just cool.
Well, because this might be a shorter podcast. For two reasons. One, the usual people aren't here. Two, I haven't been streaming in a little while, so this feels a little weird to me. But three, we don't have a whole lot of articles.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, and what we do have are rather short to talk about. This one has made me happy. This dude stole $122 million from Facebook and Google from a very, very simple and easy to pull off scam. Dude from Lithuania. He's pleading guilty to U.S. wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, and money laundering. And he had admitted to stealing $99 million from Facebook and $23 million from Google. I'm sorry, once I get, like, maybe $1 million from this scam, leave it alone. Like, done.
It's from 2013 to 2015. Like, why is it being brought up again? What did he do wrong this time?
Well, he's probably just now, like, getting... Like, it's probably just not being recognized, or he's just now being, like, sentenced for it or whatever. So all he did is he sent Google and Facebook fake invoices for items that they didn't purchase. And Google and Facebook like, yeah, okay, go ahead and, you know, pay her for that. So the people in charge of the invoices at Google and Facebook just pay for whatever comes in, apparently. The invoices were accompanied by forged invoices, contracts, and letters that falsely appeared to have been executed and signed by executives and agents from the victim companies, in which bore false corporate stamps and embossed with the victims' companies' names to be submitted to banks in support of the large volume of funds that were fraudulently transmitted via wire transfer. That's a long thing I just read. I'm not good at reading. Out loud, I should probably say. I'm not good at talking.
I could tell.
Yeah. So it says here, like, apparently no one checked first to see if these corresponded invoices / POs that had been issued within the companies.
They're very smart.
Like, I'm sorry, but, like, at my job, like, if we get an invoice that, like, we don't recognize, like, we don't pay for it. We've gotten a few invoices that were legitimate, but, like, we don't recognize the items on them because they were tagged as the wrong item. And, like, we just don't pay for it, or we contact the company that sent it, and we're like, hey, guys, the fuck is this? And it's always something simple like, oh, sorry, we couldn't list it as this item, so we had to list it as this and whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like a real big youngling here. The fuck's an invoice?
It's essentially how a company pays another company. If you own like a store and Frito-Lay comes to deliver chips, right? Because actually you don't get those shipped in; they actually can deliver it themselves and stock it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They come and deliver the chips. When they're done, they give you an invoice for all the bags that they dropped off in your store. Then basically you would give that invoice to your corporate, and corporate basically sends them the money via the invoice. Basically, it has the info that they need in order to pay it. So the invoice will have a list of basically all the goods that were delivered. So for bigger stores, that can be a very lengthy list. But like my question is like, what is Google and Facebook purchasing that they're like, oh yeah, man, $99 million, whatever.
Dude, I'm buying 22 Alexas. They cost $5 majillion.
But he's being sentenced on July 29th, and he faces up to 30 years in prison. It's just Jesus. I hope he had a good run. I hope he spent that money on just like
Hookers.
Yeah, booze, hookers, maybe some crack. Like, well,
Whatever you gotta do in Lithuania, man.
Have you seen that video of the dude who wins the lottery? Well, he's like playing for the lottery, and this like newscaster asks him like,
oh yeah,
what he's gonna do with it. He's just like trying to win a lottery ticket. It's like a huge lottery, so local news is just covering it. And lady asked this random dude, probably the shadiest looking dude in the room. She had to ask, by the way. And she's like, so, what are you gonna do with your money if you win? And he looks at the camera and he goes, hookers and cocaine.
Yep, my man.
Like, Jesus Christ, my hero.
Okay, my real question is, what do they actually have in Lithuania that like they would want for like $22 million or whatever?
I mean, I don't know the country, but
fair enough.
Maybe he was flying to move somewhere else. I don't know. Ramen. Daft Trooper said ramen. Hi, Daft.
Yeah.
Welcome to stream, man. Alright, guess we're on the next one. Again, sorry for the super low energy stream today. And welcomes. Okay, so this is actually might affect more of you here than it probably should. Windows 7 is going away. If you still have Windows 7, why? You can upgrade to Windows 10 for free.
Actually, wait, you know what's funny? I think the computers at my school are either Windows 7 or 8. I don't know.
Well, a lot of people still use Windows 7, actually.
They're slowly upgrading to Windows 10. Like, my computer science room, there's 2 computers that have Windows 10. And that's because there was a problem with Windows 7 or whatever we had.
Well, you might have more problems starting soon.
That's the only reason they upgraded, I'm pretty sure.
Here's what it actually means. No, it doesn't mean you have, like, Windows 7 is just going to stop working. Like, it's going to work fine. Like, you think they can still support XP? You can still use XP. They don't support it anymore. All it means is they're dropping all support for Windows 7, which means no more updates, which is kind of a big thing. For anyone who uses Windows 7, I would upgrade soon.
So that means, like, if someone finds a flaw in, like, programming on Windows 7 or something, it'll be there forever, basically. Okay.
It's more than just that, though. So after 10 years, support for Windows 7 is coming to an end on January 14th, 2020. The issue is, and like I said here, it's still used worldwide. It actually is technically used more than Windows 10 by a very small margin. And you'll see that, like, a lot on servers and, like, you know, workplaces and stuff like that. Here's the issue. Windows has its own security systems. Well, obviously people will always find a way to break through those. So now that it's no longer updating, because normally the updates are for security reasons. They're making your computer more secure just about every update, because their last patch rolled out a new thing, people found their way through it, so they did it again. That's no longer going to be a thing. Once the last patch is released, the second people manage to learn how to break through it, that's it. Like, It'll get more and more widespread. It's kind of like with Windows Vista. There is a
Windows
way.
7 turns into fucking no man's land.
Well, like on Windows Vista, there's a way to get past the password in order to log in. There's ways to do it on multiple computers, but there's a really dumb way on Windows Vista that basically means remove the hard drive from the computer, plug it into yours, delete a file, and the password's gone.
Right.
I've done that quite a few times. For example, that would be something that they could have patched, but of course they don't support Vista anymore, so they're not going to patch it. And that's the same thing that's going to happen with 7. People are going to learn better and better and better ways to break into it. So it's definitely in your best interest to upgrade if you haven't. Windows 10 is free. If you can't tell by down there in the corner where it says activate Windows, like this isn't a pirated key or anything, guys. You can just install Windows 10 without a key. The only thing you can't do is change your wallpaper. And thanks to Wallpaper Engine, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you can use Windows 10 for free. Stop using Windows 7. It's outdated.
Stop.
It's
Just
outdated,
like,
man.
stop, man.
Like when Windows 10 was first released, it had some issues when it came to like gaming and stuff, but like they were patched really quickly, and now it's a lot better to use. Yeah. Next.
Alright.
Alright, so Yoshi, you actually mentioned that you've already read up on this one, I assume.
Yeah, I saw this article today. I didn't read it at all, but I just saw it.
I saw it, thought I would post it. So you guys remember when they added the endorsements to Overwatch? Turns out that actually did more, according to Blizzard, than we thought that it would do.
I thought it'd do jack shit.
Yeah. Well, according to Blizzard, the amount of matches with negative behavior has dropped by 40% since the addition of endorsements.
If it's dropped by 40%, then how the fuck do I still get into every game toxic?
I mean, think about what it was like before, I guess. Who is calling me right now? Oh, it's work. Hey, Yoshi, entertain people.
I don't know what to do. I can't do that. Well, so, Overwatch, yeah. Funny game, huh? Woo. Yeah. I mean, endorsements are basically just free experience. There's no other use to them. Endorsements are useless. The report function is where it's at. Someone says some shit to you, report them for abusive behavior. Say they said bad words to me. Get them reported, get them banned. Bam, easy, clap. Bam.
Sorry, bit of a work emergency. There's a chance I'll have to go to the arcade later if they can't get it figured out, so that's good. Our biggest game is kind of down right now.
That's fun.
Yeah, the things make thousands a day, so let's hope that doesn't happen. But the I don't know, the endorsement thing they claim has brought it down 40%. I don't fully believe that. But I do like what they put down here at the bottom. It might show other game developers how they can create a welcoming environment by changing attitudes, not just by banning offenders. Fallout 76. And like I agree with that. Don't ban people because they got toxic in a match. Like, find better ways to penalize. Because like in the end, they paid money for the game.
Yeah.
And it's kind of shitty to be like, oh, well, you might have gave us $60. Well, what is it now? Like 40 or like 30?
Yeah, I think so.
But you know, fuck you. Like you said, a bad thing to one dude.
I mean, if the main thing that I report people for is abusive chat, where like they're just saying shit over and over, constantly like bashing on someone. I'm like, okay, I'll report them.
Yeah.
And I just like that's what I get. That's what I report people for. That's like what I get people reported for.
Overwatch needs what they did with Street Fighter. If you rage quit in Street Fighter too many times, which means if you leave the match while you were at the lower health, eventually you will get a crown to put on your profile. The crown's not a good thing, and it's permanent. It doesn't go away. It marks you as a rage quitter, and you can only play against other people with crowns. So basically, you have to buy the game again if you like with a different account if you want to get rid of the rage quitter status and stop having other people disconnect on you all the time.
That's smart.
Overwatch needs to do something like that. They need to have like anybody who like gets too many reports, like they look into it, they see that they're being toxic or whatever.
Dude, their sales will just double.
They should get put into like toxic servers, like
their sales will just double if people want to like buy their way out of that.
Yeah, and then just separate the assholes from the rest of the community, which is kind of most of the community. But
and the people that play comp thinking, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just like quick play. Like fuck you.
Okay,
you're gonna play comp, actually try.
People who treat comp like quick play, fuck you. People who treat quick play like comp, fuck you. Like, yeah. They're like, we only have one tank. What the fuck, guys? And I'm just like, you're DPS. Shut the fuck up. Like, and like it's quick play. It really doesn't matter. Like, yes, in the end, the goal is still to win, but comp.
I had someone asking me like, "Where's my healing?" And I'm just like, because I was playing Baptiste because I want to get the achievements, and I'm just like, dude, I was dead. And he was like, the whole match? And I'm just like, dude, it's fucking quick play. I can play who I want. If you want to play a healer, if you want to get heals, just play a healer.
Yeah, or play as someone who can self-heal.
And then at the end of the game, I just say, so it was 8.6, or like, is 8.6k not good enough? 8.6k healing not good enough for you? And he's like, you were flanking with the Pharah. And I'm sure.
Alright, next! So I actually didn't read this one. I don't remember who posted it. Was it you, the Division one?
I don't post shit.
All right. I briefly, very briefly glanced over it.
Costello posted the Division.
Was that Costello?
Yeah, just scroll up a little bit from the message you sent.
So it says, where is it at? Recently with Far Cry 5 went a step further by poking at modern-day domestic tensions, both social and political, over gun culture and religious extremism. But ultimately, that game refused to take a side. It prodded audiences with controversy, but was ultimately toothless. Which I kind of liked. They let you form your own opinion. And like, yeah, they showed like the crazy like redneck cult mentality, but they didn't like tell you, hey, these people are bad. They let you decide that for yourself, which is pretty neat. We don't need politics in games, at least not forced ones. Well, so the marketing effort for Tom Clancy's Division 2 has spooled up, and Ubisoft is using the same kind of typical imagery and poignant.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Poignant?
Rhetoric once again. And pregnant rhetoric once again. Set in the near future, the game asks players to fight back against the corrupt government and help save the United States from tyrants. Meanwhile, in the real world, some Americans are concerned that current administration is becoming tyrannical and it's very unright. Some would say that the land of the free may even be drifting towards fascism. These were the thoughts on my mind when I sat down with Terry Spider, creative director of yada 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 yada. What's his name?
Spider?
Speeder?
It's Spire, not Spider. Spire? There's no D in that fucking name.
No, man, it's Spider. Let's see here. So it's about a near future civil war. I remember that's the one part I read, and that they were like kind of saying, you get to pick. So it's not a game about politics. It's a game about saving lives, bringing society back from the brink of destruction. So I don't really know or care why this was here.
Neither do I. It's a Costello thing, so just let him be about it.
Yeah, so
if he joins later, we'll come back to it, I guess.
Yeah, like I said,
this probably have like probably a 30 minutes spiel about it.
This is probably going to be a record short podcast.
Yo, speaking of podcasts, Overwatch League stage 1 ended.
Yeah,
Shock almost won against the Titans, who were fucking unbeatable.
Yeah,
since the finals is a best of 7. It was 1-0 in the Shock's favor, then 1-1, and 2-1 in the Shock's favor, then 2-2, then 3-2.
I honestly don't know how the Shock is actually holding their own.
Shock is a great team. They have really good players. Like, I realized they were actually good when they went to Game 5 against New York. Like,
Oh yeah,
but yeah, like,
I
they
have
just
not
kept
been keeping
trading
up with it at all,
games.
man. I haven't dealt
They
with too
kept
much
trading
shit.
games with Titans. So that on the last map, Rialto, Shock finished the map with 1 minute left. Titans fucking blew them out of the water, and they finished Rialto in a record time. They had 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock.
Oh,
The Titans fucking destroyed them on the last map.
yeah, I have not been watching or keeping up with it like at all lately. I'm just happy that my team fired their shitty coach.
Oh, they did already?
Yeah, they fired him.
Makes sense. I
Yeah,
mean,
I actually retweeted that, and I
well,
said,
they fired him, and it's also going to be a whole new meta because of the Lucio nerf, the Zen nerf,
Yeah.
the Zarya nerf, Baptiste existing.
and I've had bones crack I didn't know I had. Yeah, Baptiste is gonna change it up a lot too. Thank God.
He's so strong. It's going to be so obnoxious.
Hopefully,
to fight him.
Goats is just fucking dead after this.
I mean, either Goats dies or Baptiste replaces Brig in a new wave of Goats. But Goats' power really came from Lucio, and Lucio's speed boost got nerfed heavily.
yeah, I don't know.
I
Like,
hope Goats is dead.
I remember
really hope
Lucio
it is.
used to be used a lot more often than he was up until Goats happened. Like,
Yeah, well, Lucio
early
was,
on, like in competitive rankings, like Lucio was used constantly. Like, you always had Lucio
Lucio
in
was
your
used
team.
very common, and then he got nerfed.
Yeah,
he got
and-
slowly buffed and buffed and buffed, and then he was in Goats, and then they nerfed him the fuck out of him again.
Like, they dropped him like a fucking ugly baby, man. Like, he was gone. And then Goats happened, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, remember that dude on the skates?" Like,
Yo, but they also changed up the map pool for Stage 2.
did they?
So, like, there's gonna be a whole new maps that are playing.
Hmm.
So instead of, like, I think it was, like, Ilios, Nepal, and I don't know the other control map, I forget. But now it's Busan, Lijiang, and... Fuck, I forget the other. I don't remember the last one. I think it's Oasis, maybe. But, like, they changed up the map pool, basically.
That's good though.
And they changed up the order, so it's, like... Control's gonna be first still, but instead of, like, I think it might be Escort, Assault, 2CP? Or Escort, Halo 2CP instead of, like...
What we need is Overwatch League capture the flag. Let's be honest. I
I
would
mean,
fucking
during the
love
All-Star
that.
week, they did fucking Lucio Ball.
Yeah, but I would still love to capture the flag. Like that would be
Well,
great.
You know,
Like
Defran would be sitting there on Torbjorn the whole thing.
like a smaller division of the Overwatch League just for capture the flag.
Yeah, they do that during the All-Star season like they did last time.
Yeah. That'd actually be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, you should get that list done soon, whenever you can.
Yeah, I know. I might just submit the list I made originally and get my ass kicked. Apparently, I'm the go-to for small space investigation. Nerf everyone, boost pop. Hi, Anna. Anyway,
Yo, what if you shoot Diva's bomb through Baptiste's ult? Does the Diva bomb do double the damage?
Okay, I have played so little Overwatch lately. What is Baptiste's ult?
It doubles any projectile that goes through it,
Oh,
like damage-wise. So healing, he has his little healing right-click bombs. Yeah, it doubles the healing of those. Maze ult, you throw it through it, yeah, it's double damage.
does that freeze them at double the rate?
I don't know about that, but I know it does double the damage.
I mean,
what else? I mean, Fire Barrage through
what
it.
would be the
Creole
point of
through
Diva
it,
bombing with that? Like, could it destroy a Rhine shield and then kill the Rhine? Like,
Maybe. No, if you with McCree's new ult and the Matrix, you can pop a Rhine shield and then kill 4 people behind the shield just by full charge of McCree's ult now.
look
Because
at
they
Anna,
the fuck out of McCree's ult.
look at Anna being a suck up. She's like, gonna have you on while I'm at work. Great podcast. Ugh, this is probably the worst one I've ever done. I've been so out of it lately, man.
It's fine. See, I'm here. It's the best one.
True. Also, guys, if you haven't met him, this is Yoshi.
We don't get that whiny Costello guy. No.
Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite Yu-Gi-Oh, because that's relevant. God. Why? How does Yu-Gi-Oh still exist? I remember for a short while, like, it started to make a comeback in, like, the, like, trading card, like, scene, like, Hero and Magic and stuff, like, started transitioning towards Yu-Gi-Oh! Then it fucking died again before it actually really came back. Um,
Yeah.
like it's always gonna have like that cult following, but anyways, they're making a like
Cult.
rather a rather realistic looking, I guess. Dual disc is that what it's called? Dual discs.
I don't fucking know. I never Yu-Gi-Oh'd.
Apparently it says it's a 1-to-1 scale dual disc is going on sale in Japan. Uh-oh, Phantom's here. I heard the sellout command.
Like you instantly know it's him.
But like, so it costs $195. Here's my thing. If you're into the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing, when I was a kid, I actually had one of these. And it was probably like $20.
Well, because they're remastering it and it's vintage.
Yeah, now it's $200. It looks identical. Like, granted, I was like 4, so my memories are very, very fuzzy on this. But like, I remember like the blue part here, like where the cards go, like looking the same, and it looks like it's still the same shitty. You have to try to slide it underneath those little fucking tabs, and it just doesn't want to go underneath right. Like,
okay. Here's all I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! There's an app called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links,
which is apparently
you fight
popular.
stuff with the other cards, you duel things, and you have trap cards. That's like all I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, and Yugi! It's like that's all I know about Yu-Gi-Oh!
I liked the show growing up, not gonna lie. But
I know about it.
It's dead. Let it die. Like, it had its run.
Yo, you know what game's not dead? Bloons Tower Defense. That's a great fucking game.
Dude, Bloons Tower Defense is the best. The newest one is okay.
6 is fun. I'm waiting for them to add multiplayer to it.
I like 5 more, I'm not gonna lie. 6 is great, but I like 5 more.
See, one thing I like about 6 over 5 is the whole, like, you can have multiple games going at the same time.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
That's really helpful.
But
once they add, so they're working on adding, the next towers they're going to be adding to BTD6 are Engineer, Balloon Shipper, and I forget the other one, but it's another. Oh, and Dartling Gun. Those are the ones they're working on adding next.
Why are they adding the Balloon Shipper? That thing was shit.
Actually, I don't know if it's Balloon Shipper, but I know they're working on adding Engineer and Dartling Gun to the game.
What do you mean? How many did you miss, Phantom?
Articles, like 3 maybe. I don't know. We haven't done much. There's not much today.
Yeah, there's not many left either. We're actually almost done, and we're only at 40 minutes.
Yeah, we're just bullshitting about games right now, because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Me and my friend have recently started trying to get every medal on every map.
We're technically down to Florida Man now, and like I said previously, I do apologize, guys. It's a shorter one. I'm out of it. Getting back to streaming this next week. Hopefully, the next Nutbox will be a lot better. We've had quite a few of these boring ones lately, though.
Hard.
Do what?
Chimps mode makes me want to
Oh god.
So like, you know the monkey knowledge shit you can get in BTD6?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chimps mode, you can't use any item. Like, you can't use monkey knowledge. It all gets turned off. You can't use insta monkeys. You can't use power ups. You can't use banana farms. You can't sell any towers you place down, and you have 1 life, and you have to beat around 100.
Oh,
1 to 100.
I don't know yet, Phantom. I'm gonna try and get my thing done soon. We were just talking about that a minute ago. All right, so we have.
Phantom, I don't think we're not going over them. It's more of we're just gonna all like submit them somewhere.
Yeah, we're not really gonna like go.
And
over
then
it.
we'll just like save them, like archive them, and then once the season actually ends, we'll go through them. Well, yeah, because today is technically the last day because it ends. Stage 1's the last day you can change up the list.
Yeah. When does stage 2 start?
Stage 2 starts April 4th.
Shouldn't we be allowed to wait till April 4th then? Like April 3rd?
I guess. You want to be like that.
Like, nothing's going to happen between now and then, aside from like maybe them firing more coaches.
That's true.
Valiant's thing, my number 1. I know they can't win, but I don't care.
The only coach they'd fire is fucking Washington Justice, I guess. Even though Valiant coach they already fired. Washington Justice, they won 1 game, and I forget who it was against, like Florida, I think.
Well, so you can't always blame the coach, but in Valiant's case, you can blame the coach.
I feel like Justice is more of communication, because they brought in people from many different teams. Like, there's 1 guy from the Dragons, 1 guy from, I think, Valiant, 1 from Dynasty. They just basically brought in the rejects that no one wanted.
Yeah.
And just put them into a team. And Phantom, you can't say how NYXL lost their first game, because Rain got fucked hard, okay? Rain got fucked. Okay.
Ugh. All right, you guys ready for some Florida Man?
Bet.
All right, so we got two Florida Man things this time, and the second one might be a little bit more personal.
So many green balloons are getting through.
All right, so you're playing balloons right now.
Hell yeah, man.
So
Shit.
Florida Man wanted a woman's egg rolls. Jesus Christ. Look at the size of these ads. Wanted an egg roll so badly it landed him in jail. So this beautiful man right here. Oh my god. Yeah, I already bought that razor. Keith Jordan Johnson, 44. He had a great incident. The first part isn't like super important.
Wait.
But-
I'm sorry. Just look at the article to the right of that. Woman tells Florida man she owns water.
Huh. All right, we'll start from the top. So, Florida man has gone to jail for a fight over chicken sandwiches, used as a piece of poultry as a weapon, and recently battered a woman with a burrito, police said. So it came as no surprise that egg rolls figure into the latest Florida man skirmish. Keith Gordon Johnson, 44, of I can never say that right. Pensacola was arrested by the Milton Police Department and booked into Santa Rosa County Jail Monday on a battery charge. Police in Florida, in the Florida Panhandle community, said that Johnston wanted to enter a woman's house to eat some egg rolls that she had inside, but when the unnamed woman refused to let him in her house, he kept stabbing his finger on her doorbell and pushed his way through the door, shoving her aside. The woman, police say, had agreed to bring him the Chinese food. Had agreed to bring the Chinese food treat out to him rather than have him inside. But that's when they say he barged into the home. They went back and forth over the egg rolls. The woman said that she was pushed, something the police say Johnson had told him that he did. But Johnson also told police that the woman had slapped him. But yeah, you broke into her fucking house. On Friday, Johnson remained in jail on a $500 bond. So, dude, I don't know if they knew each other or not, because they never mentioned, like, his relationship with her, but it's just he broke into someone's house for fucking egg rolls.
Dude, you gotta do what you gotta do to get fucking thick.
Like, fuck, man. Sorry, I work thing.
It's good. Do I have to entertain everyone again? That means...
No, okay, it's fine. I think that he got the
I did
game.
so bad.
I think he got the game fixed, so we're good.
That's good.
You
should have seen what I did to entertain. Whew.
I
Top tier entertainment right there.
I somewhat heard it.
Well, your somewhat hearing is all of it because I
but
barely said shit.
I was also somewhat panicking because, like, I know that game being down, like, I can't just not go to the arcade if that game stays down. Like, I would probably lose my job. So, fights Yoshi.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It happens sometimes. You just get banished to a long forgotten isle by Arceus.
So this link is just the next article I'm pulling up is more of just to show you something that's going on right now before we actually participate in this.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw this, I instantly thought of you, Seeker.
Yeah. So there's a new challenge going around called the Florida Man Challenge. I don't know why it's a challenge. You're just typing something in Google and reading what pulls up.
Because you have to put challenge for it to be fucking popular nowadays.
Yeah. So what people are doing is they are basically looking for Florida Man articles that happen on their birthday. And I mean, like, this person just happened in Florida Man, and it's just pulling up a bunch of dates afterwards. So it's definitely getting more popular. I believe so, Phantom. Put you on the big screen, and I don't do that. Just, looking at stuff like this. This article is just saying that it's a bad idea because people are seeing things that they didn't want to know about that happened on their birthday, and I'm just like, why the fuck not? Like, no matter what it is, I'm going to find it funny or sad. One of the two.
You know that Game Theory, MatPat created the channel Game Theory on my birthday?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's right. Anna was born on 420, so...
And Ellie, it's not that Florida's crazy. It's just that Florida's the only place that actually publicizes all these crazy fucking articles that happen.
I actually had a coworker who was leaving for Florida today, and so she was leaving work a little bit early, and I was like, I thought we were good friends. And she's like, "We are," and I was like, "Why are you leaving me? Why are you leaving me for Florida?" And she was like, "I'm coming back." And I told
So you left them for Florida, okay?
I told her how I was like, "But that's a really shitty state." And she's like, "It's not a shitty state." I'm like, "But it's full of shitty people." And she went, "Yeah, that's true." This lady's kids are literally older than me, and I'm telling her that her home state is shitty and is full of shitty people, and she agreed.
I mean, not wrong.
Ugh.
New York is full of a lot of fucked up people.
Yeah. I'm sorry to anyone who's from Florida, but move.
Nico's not here, so you can't
So-
really like bash anyone.
I'm going to look up my birth date for Florida Man.
Okay, wait. I want to guess. I forget when your birthday is. Is it November? Like,
Okay, why can't I type? Google, stop. Google.
is your birthday like November like 12th or something?
No.
Did I have the month right?
Nope.
October 12th,
Nope.
September 12th,
Nope.
December 12th.
Nope.
Is it the 12th?
Nope. Okay, so
October 6th. Close enough.
October 8th, thank you.
Close enough.
So this is like stories by date.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. Ellie was saying that I forget everything. Don't worry. And Ellie says September 23rd. She's not even right either. You
So
can't say anything, Ellie.
we need to look. This isn't even. How do you even find?
Yeah, exactly. Like they don't show because they just see like, oh, October
Yeah,
8th,
it's only like
the 8th.
recent ones. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I see October 6th and 7th on the little like preview. And of course it's not actually what I was looking for. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. October 8th.
Oh, is this like a whole database of them?
Yeah, it just fucking searches for it. Are you kidding me? When you open the link, it just Googles it. Oh my god. Is there a way to sort on news then?
Nah, man.
Tools. Sort by relevant. Sort by date. Recent archives. Okay. Sort by relevance. Custom range. Here we go. So I guess we'll do this last October. So October
Right, this looks gay as shit.
from October 8th to October 8th, 2018. And then we'll just delete versus October 8th up there and just type in Florida Man.
Yo, I'm gonna do that too now. I need to like find that calendar thing. Florida man. Yeet.
Florida man charged with murder for setting fire to another homeless man at Oldsmar camp. So this dude caught a homeless dude on fire.
Wait, so are you
What a
using
good
Google to get
birthday.
that calendar thing?
Basically, you just get our
Okay, 'cause
tools.
DuckDuckGo, it's you can change it to any time, past week, past month, or past year.
Yeah, I found them. I can look here in a minute. Sorry, January 8th, I remember. Yeah, I found out. What are they here in a second?
Cool.
Whoa, man burned by exploding vape pen.
Oh, no, archives.
What a good birthday. Oh, that's not Florida. You can check it and you can't change my mind. Okay, so Florida man set fire to a homeless man. So what am I checking for Phantom there? November 4th.
A Florida man has been accused of making 97 million robocalls.
What?
Florida authorities would like you to stop.
Are you looking on your birthday?
Florida authorities would like you to stop painting gopher tortoises.
Hi, Anna.
He felt something in his ears. That's boring.
See, Florida man is the hardest part. Like, I'm seeing a lot of like other articles, but not necessarily Florida. Okay, no, this one is in Florida. Okay.
Florida man disappears into the ocean on a paddleboard. Disappears into the ocean.
So this is a Florida man says he wrestled with gunmen during yoga studio shooting. Okay, so this dude, he saved people. Phantom, you had a good birthday. It looks like. Ugh. And there was a dead boater found, but that doesn't really matter.
Man accused of biting another's ear off during argument over beer.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Fugitive who's. I'm gonna look up exactly my birthday, like a year and everything.
So for anyone else wondering, all you have to do is go to Google, type in Florida Man, go to News, click on Tools, and right here you do a custom range and just choose the date. Sadly, you can't tell it to look for every year, so you can always go back to other
There's none
years.
that happen exactly on my birthday.
So we can always go back and look at previous years. But I like looking at last year. But feel free to do it yourself. But I also have a cursed birthday. King Tut was found. Really? Sorry, guys, that sounds my phone going off. It's more work stuff.
Yeah, Seeker's popular.
Yeah, work just drives me insane anymore.
I thought you were gonna say you wish.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much it for the podcast.
That's a big Ubu moment.
I know it was definitely a short one, unless we have anything else we would like to talk about.
Hentai, that's good shit, right?
Dude, that is the best. Why would you
Oh, yeah.
watch like normal people when you can watch 2D drawings of people?
Yeah, because like in those 2D drawings,
Full-ended.
anything could happen. Wow.
Phantom, I don't think all of those are related. Just saying. But anyways, yeah.
They could all be related in their own brain, okay, man?
I think-
Be Seeker.
I think we'll end it here. I'm gonna be streaming a little bit more over the next week. Obviously, more than I did last week because I didn't stream. And hopefully, next podcast I'll have more energy and crap like that going on. We'll see.
Don't forget to get that list figured out before. 'Cause,
Yeah, I'll try to get it done like this week if I can.
Also, for Phantom and Ellie, if you didn't hear what Seeker said earlier, it makes a lot of sense. Once stage 2 starts, that's when the lists have to be submitted.
So yeah,
So
April
you can change
3rd.
it for this next week. This whole next week, you can change it for as much as you want.
Yeah, but yeah. Once again, I do apologize for it being lower enthusiasm. We also don't have Costello here. His laptop is still down.
That's tragic.
We tried to get Crimson on, but he is offline. I think he's having some personal issues as well.
Again, that's tragic.
And Perk Hayes is actually doing a Pokemon tournament right now.
Yeah, he's
you know
doing
what?
a draft league.
I don't normally host after the podcast. But we're gonna go host
Hosty
Perk.
Perky boy.
Yeah.
Pretty perky.
So is it
funny?
what are they using for this exactly?
What do you mean? What are they using for it?
Like for the draft?
I
Like
don't know the list they're using.
no, like are
but
they
I
using
think
like a
they're
website or a certain game or what?
Beats me. Oh, they're playing it on Let's Go.
Okay. All right. Well, so we're gonna go ahead and host Perk, who you currently are seeing on screen.
Who's that guy? I don't know him.
You guys should all know who he is at this point, but he's a Pokemon
no
streamer, really
clue.
cool dude. He's doing a Pokemon tournament. And I'm kind of interested in it. Aren't we gonna have a stream after this for a game? Not today, Phantom.
Seeker big tired.
He isn't necessarily tired. I just have a lot of shit going on. Yeah.
That too, but
And,
he's tired.
I'll keep you guys updated. Currently, I can't make any promises as to what's going to be going on in the future. But I
You
would
say you can keep us updated.
I would like to be getting streaming more often soon. But the goal is Wednesday or Thursday to come back with another full stream. I could do it sooner than that. It's just that's the current goal. But have a good night, guys. Go say hi to Perk and
As a basic white
Sure,
girl
sure.
would say, that's the T, sis.
God damn it. But go root for him. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Go Perk and the fucking Trenton Trevenants or whatever.
See you guys.